All right, welcome to TDN Live Week 5 Scoreboard. I am your host, Mario Verde, breaking down this past week's winners and losers. That's right, it's the scoreboard. First game up, Mean Green defeated Team G-Men 186-116. In that game, we saw the player of the week, Mr. Miles Austin, who was picked up 17 minutes before game time, as the Saw Dogs had pointed out. Mean Green needed a wide receiver to fill in a position to where Steve Breston was listed as questionable. Went to the waiver wire and probably found the greatest pickup ever in the history of fantasy sports as a flex player, Miles Austin, putting up 59 points. I'm talking about 10 catches, 250 yards receiving, and 2 touchdowns, one of which was in overtime to give the Cowboys the win. So, big ups to Mean Green for that pickup. Top score for the G-Men was cornerback Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie, who had an interception return for a touchdown and put up 20 points. Game number 2, True Playa defeated San Pablo Montoya 187-184. True Playa's top score was Ronnie Brown with 33 points. And San Pablo saw the Mullet King, Jared Allen, put up 24 in another great week for him. Next game, the Bears and Heartbreak Kid. Well, needless to say, Heartbreak Kid only put up 85 points. I think that's the first time ever in the history of fantasy sports, as far as PSFL to NAFLA to whatever, no one has broken the triple-digit mark. Fill it up, sorry, but that just sucks, bros. 164-85 was that score. The Bears prevail over the Heartbreak Kid. Top scores in that one, Kirk Morrison for the Bears with 40 points. And linebacker Aaron Curry with 33 for Heartbreak Kid. Better luck next time, Dylan. Better luck next time. Next game, Greensboro Gold member. Finally got your first win there, right? Congratulations. And a big one at that. Over to Kirkwood Keg Killers, 211-184. Ed Reed, 31 points. I know I said he's not a fantasy stud in my draft grades, but he did return an interception for a touchdown. That's what he does. It's like once a week he'll do that, or once a year he'll do that. So that's the thing. This is the week that Ed Reed was going to perform well for you, and it didn't help you out, unfortunately. He lost 211-184. Top score for the Gold member was Matt Schaub, once again winning quarterback of the week with 43 points. On to Coastal NC Red Riders, who has the longest name in the history of fantasy sports. Upset the mighty Kemper BTK 180-143. Top scores in that game. Clinton Portis put up 27. Ron Landry put up 23 for Kemper. Red Riders have the best record in NAFLA as of right now, with a record of 4-1 and tops in their division. Next game, Saw Dogs took another loss to the Colorado Heavy Metal, who, Trav, I must say, when you first started out here, I was a little concerned. I didn't think you were going to be able to, run with the big dogs here. Kyle Orton in the second round, I was kind of shaking my head, but him and those Broncos, they're shocking people right now. And you did this week, my friend. 220-189 over the Saw Dogs for a second win. Top scores in that game, Thomas Davis put up 30 points for the Saw Dogs, and Michael Turner had a big game, 3 touchdowns, putting up 44 points for Colorado Heavy Metal. Next game, BJP, finally in the win column, my friend. You're the other one. The two Kenny boys that were sitting there at 0-4 finally got in the win column. Congratulations, everyone. Let's just give them a round of applause right at the present time. Yay, Kenny boys. All right, enough. Final in that game, 217-180. Top scores, Tony the Romo Homo put up 38, and Matt Hasselbeck, who tied for quarterback of the week, put up 43 for Danville Destroyers. Last game, the Crush lost another one. Man, what's going on there? A lot of injuries, I know, on the Crush's roster. He's been trying to plug and play pretty much for the past couple weeks. Was on the short end of the top score of the week. Austin Cowboys, who put up 229 to the Crush's 180. Top scores in that. McNabb came back, had a great game, put up 40 points, had 3 touchdowns. And the ageless wonder Kurt Warner, Mr. Arena Football, put up 37. That is your Week 5 scoreboard. Alright, now it's time to move on to the standings. In the North Division, Coastal NC Red Riders atop of that division with a record of 4-1. He has won his last 3 games and has a total point score of 925. In second place, True Playa with a record of 3-2 and total points of 955. Division record of 2-1. Third place, the Bears with a record of 3-2. 799 total points scored and a division record of 1-2. He has won his last 2 games and is looking to get hot. In the bottom of that division, Kirkwood Keg Killers with a record of 1-4. He has scored 865 points and has a division record of 1-2 and has lost his last 2 games. In the South, Heartbreak Kid on top of that division with a record of 3-2. He has total points scored of 811, a division record of 2-1. In second place, Kemper BTK with a record of 3-2. He has scored 948 points and has a record of 2-1. San Saba Pablo Montoya in third place with a record of 2-3. He has scored 930 points thus far and also has a division record of 2-1. In last place and finally picking up his first win, Greensboro Gold member with a record of 1-4. He has scored a grand total of 888 points thus far and has a 0-3 division record. On to the mighty East, the Beasts of the East, Saw Dogs on top of that division, but not by much. With a record of 3-2. He is the league's top scorer thus far with 1,009 points scored and a perfect 3-0 division record. In second place, but not for long, Mean Green with a record of 3-2 has scored 962 points, is our second highest scorer in the league. Has a division record of 1-2 but has won his last 3 games. In third place, The Crush with a record of 2-3. Has 910 points scored thus far and a division record of 2-1. BJP rounds out the bottom of the Beast in the East. Finally got his first win as well. Congratulations, BJP. Welcome to the win column. Here's one to you. Total points scored, 923, and is 0-3 in the division. Out to the West. It shows the Danville Destroyers on top with a record of 3-2. They've scored 853 points and hold a division record of 2-1. Second place, the Austin Cowboys with a record of 3-2, has scored 811 points and has a division record of 2-1. In third place, Team G-Men with a record of 3-2. 3-way tie in that division for first place. Pretty balanced division there. He is also 3-2. Has scored 802 points, has a division record of 2-1. In last place, Colorado Heavy Metal, although starting to come back and fight a little bit, has won his last 2 games, scored 785 points, but has a division record of 0-3. That is your NAFLA Week 5 standing. Week 5 final thought is Mean Green reigns supreme. Miles Austin, clutch. Fantasy genius right here. Tune in Sunday morning. I'll give you my starters, my sit-ems, my pick-ems, my beasters, my sleepers, the whole 9 yards. All I gotta say is go Birds, go Phils, on to the NLCS. Mean Green, I'm out of here.